let's talk about, thank you, Torino. Let's talk about Josh Sobel. Now, if you guys don't remember who Josh Sobel is, he is the gentleman who wrote that long fucking article about how it's the gamer's fault that Highguard failed, how it's the chud's fault, how it's especially toxic YouTubers' fault, right? Those dirty, dirty, dirty YouTubers, you bastards, you disgusting YouTubers. It is everybody's fault but their own as to why Highguard failed. He ended up writing a long article, and then a couple of days later, he ended up deleting it, and then also deleting his own Twitter page. And he's been gone for about 15 to 20 some odd days. I don't know, something like that. So, with all that being said, Joshy Boy is back now. He is back because, as always, well, you can't be without the chuds. You need the chuds. Just admit that you absolutely love the chuds. So Josh says the following. Since I reactivated my account, I'll address the elephant in the room. My now deleted tweet following the Highguard layoff news a month ago was a mistake, which is fair. Listen, if you're, I get it. You know, if you are, sometimes we all make mistakes when we're angry, and at least he's admitting that it's a mistake, right? Sort of. He says, I was stressed, devastated, angry, and running on 2 hours of sleep. It was not wise to take my pain to the internet in that volatile state. All right, whatever. It is what it is, right? Because at the end of the day, listen, I don't give a fuck what these people say. I don't care what they say, right? They can hate YouTubers as much as they want. They can hate the chuds as much as they want. They can hate gamers as much as they want. Your game is going to stand on its own, whether for the better or for the worse. It's going to stand on its own. And all you're going to do is make it worse for yourself. I'm not financially involved in the game, so it doesn't matter to me. But anyway, he says, I stand by the intent behind much of what I said. Okay, well, at that point, then you're not really apologizing, right? If you're saying you're sorry for what you said, but you stand behind the intent of what you said, the intent, in my opinion, was maliciousness. That was the intent, in my opinion. Again, I feel like you were being malicious to your critics. You were being malicious specifically to YouTubers. You were being malicious to the people who talk negatively about your video game and spread the news that the game is probably not the best. You are being malicious to those people. So you're standing behind that intent. But then you said you phrased it poorly, and some of his anger was misdirected. How so? He says, I believe the online discourse around Highguard has some very dark corners that may have accelerated the timeline of our failure beyond the natural outcome of reasonable critique. Exactly. Like, so what exactly is reasonable critique? Right? Reasonable critique for these people is you can only say something bad about my game if you sugarcoat it. That's the only way you could do it, right? You can't be direct. You can't be upfront. You can't be honest. You have to sugarcoat it. That's reasonable. Otherwise, that's not reasonable. He says, but it wasn't the primary case, and I don't personally believe the ultimate outcome would have been thoroughly different without it. There were a lot of elements involved, and there's no way to know how it would have gone under different circumstances. Well, that's true. That's true. We don't know how it would have gone under different circumstances. I can say that chances are you probably wouldn't have got anywhere close to receiving 2 million players had Jeff Keighley not promoted you. See, the thing is, a lot of people say Jeff Keighley killed the game. I don't believe that. I think Jeff Keighley gave the game the only chance it had. Because considering that it hit 97,000 concurrent players and had 2 million people try the game due to the controversy and the promotion, without any of that, I don't think almost anybody would have tried this game. This game would have came and went. They would have shadow dropped it, and I just don't think it would have done anywhere close to the numbers. But anyway, so then he says, I restored my Twitter account a few days before the 1 month no recovery day. A few days. Bro, this guy literally deactivated his Twitter and then chose to come back like it's crack a couple of days before it was going to be gone forever. Then he said the reason why he did it is because he values the connections he made on here. Oh, okay. So you mean to tell me that your friends don't have anybody? I'm sorry, your friends don't have Blue Sky? We all know you guys are supposedly saying that you're on Blue Sky all the time. You mean to tell me you can't just go hang out with them on Blue Sky? Come on, bro. Let's be real. It's not about the connections you made. You missed the drama. That's what these people don't want to admit. They miss the drama. They miss the interaction with the chuds. They miss being able to tell people how morally inferior they are. That's what they miss. They miss being able to look down on you, call you a conservative racist or Republican racist or a chud racist, misogynist, bigot, homophobe, whatever. You guys know that the reason why you're coming to X is for the attention. Because on Blue Sky, you got no motion. You got no attention. Your little article that you wrote wouldn't have gone viral on Blue Sky because, number one, you can't write articles to my knowledge. And number two, nobody would have fucking cared. So anyway, he says that he restored his account 1 month before the no recovery date because he values the connections he's made here. I'll be keeping replies locked to accounts I follow for the time being because I maintain the right to protect my mental health. It's time for my next chapter. Thanks for listening. How many replies he had? He has 5 replies. Interesting. Okay. If it means anything, I really enjoyed Highguard. I thought it was a lot of fun. The movement, the shooting was satisfying. It wasn't perfect, but I believed in what y'all were making. All the best, dude. I'm sure you'll land on your feet. And then shows that he platinumed Highguard. Wow, bro. He believed in Highguard so much that he played for the total of 1 day. He gave Highguard 24 hours of playtime. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure Highguard was out a lot longer than that. A lot longer than that. Completely understandable given the circumstances, praying for the next chapter. I thought it was well written and gave an internal perspective that is important. You are human, and what you're inspired hurt you directly. Instead of being met with empathy, you were met with derision and vitriol you didn't deserve, much like Highguard itself. Well, here's the thing. No offense. Game developers don't deserve empathy 9 out of 10 times. You want empathy? How about you earn it? These people think that you're automatically entitled to empathy because of what reasons? You guys don't give that same empathy back. You don't give a fuck. A lot of you guys are absolutely vitriolic. A lot of you guys 100% advocate for some of the most sinister shit that you could possibly do to people. Doxing, right? Actually harassing people, trying to get them deplatformed, banned, fired from their jobs, all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying this person advocates for that, but what I am saying is that there's a high likelihood of it. And if it's not them, it's definitely someone else that's in that department. You know, so let's stop this whole bullshit about, oh, you should be empathetic. You should be empathetic. You should have empathy. You guys don't even have empathy. You don't even know what the word means. Because if you did, you wouldn't be acting half of the way that you do. Then Milton says, no worries, Josh. Obviously, we can't please everyone. So all we could do is soldier on. And of course, this person with Rainbow and fucking, bro, oh my God, bro. Literally, they then biromantic ace game developer. Rainbow and every country other than United States of America in their bio, of course. So anyway, that's the last post from Josh Sobel. He is officially back on Twitter. And you know what? I do wish him luck. I really do. I really do. I'm not kidding. I do wish these people luck. I wish that they go on and find a project that they can make where they can be happy with it and not have to blame everybody else for its failure. I really do, because hopefully they can find some happiness in that. But chances are that's probably not going to happen, considering this person believes in the millennial curse or something, where I guess he believes that all his financial problems have to do with the fact of how old he is or his generation or whatever. It's clear that the victim mentality runs very strong with this person. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of it in adulthood, but hopefully they can. Otherwise, well, I mean, that's it. That's it. This is absolutely going to continue, in my opinion. I think whatever game he makes next, we're going to see something very similar from this. So we'll see. We will see what happens from this. Anyway, good old Joshy boy.